Hello, everyone. Welcome to SmackDown, our
weird,
new series.
And I'm gonna put it in the raw pool. I'm putting it in the raw pool. I'm not spoiling it. I'm putting it in the raw pool.
New year, new show.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Where's the raw pool?
And for the first time in a long time, we have Digi.
Hello.
Woo!
Hello, and since this show's not really gonna have a requester per se, but we're gonna have a series of videos that discuss a topic, and then we're gonna discuss the topic. So, the first video is Cyanide and Happiness, like typical raw fare, but you'll see how it's relevant soon.
Yeah, if you squint really hard, you'll find out it relates to the topic. You'll see. Yeah.
Well, son, are you ready to open your present?
Presents. Perfect for New Year's Day.
Oh,
it's your very own pony!
Dad, you idiot! I wanted an Xbox!
There it is.
Yeah.
Not so fast, son. This isn't just a pony, for within this
it
pony is
Twilight?
the antidote. An antidote, you ask? Why, the antidote for the
it
poison
that
that was
one
in
that
your
leads
birthday
one?
cake.
Is it the one with the cowboy hat?
Oh yes, that's
it
right,
the-
son. You ate a
it the
poison.
pancake one?
Now you get to choose either to kill the pony to retrieve the antidote, or spare the pony and let yourself die. The clock is
Okay.
ticking, birthday boy.
That horse looks like one of the back characters.
So,
Go,
poison
pony.
or pony?
Get him, son.
Yes, show it over. Fine. And what's inside? What's secure? Secure. Xbox.
Xbox. Oh, no.
Happy birthday, son.
Damn. It went
That was fucked up.
Well, it would seem that the lesson
Wait.
was more valuable than the
That
present.
sucks.
Hey, boy.
I feel bad for that guy.
Me too.
damn.
If I was a kid, I would have taken a knife and stabbed the dad. That's
This
it's not the Xbox.
PS4.
If I was gonna die, then whatever.
Alright, next video. This is a bit viral, but this is one of Video Game Donkey's videos. This is our first serious video.
Okay.
This is PS4. Boy.
Hello everybody, it's 360 no scoping. They don't
wow.
release any like good first person shooters. It's all just
I hate
stupid
this kid, because
platforms.
this is not a
Like
What a
Mario,
dumbass.
that's their biggest title.
Nintendo sucks. Literally, these are for all of you Wii U fans. The Wii U freaking
Is it me,
sucks.
or do I really just want to slap this kid in the face?
In the debate
I wanna
of the
beat on
console
consoles.
wars, there is no right answer.
I
Only
wanna
a
shoot
wrong
him.
Answer. The
Yeah.
Xbox One. This is a console that never really found its footing. Look at the Wii U. This console is considered by many to be a failure, but then you look at its library. Boom, 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 boom.
Too
boom.
bad it's all on
That's
the Switch
a failed
now.
console. I don't know what you call the Xbox One. But how did Microsoft get here? Well, let's take it back
I
to
remember
2001.
when
By the time
had his
GameCube and
5PC
Xbox were
on the
launching in
Krusty-
November,
on
PS2
the
had already been out for a
Krusty
year
Krab
and was really
Cantagalous
starting to pick
commercial.
up momentum.
He made that
Jack
joke.
and
Is
Dexter,
this the
Klonoa
part
2,
of
Silent
Twisted
Hill 2,
Joe?
Eco, Twisted Metal Black, Tony Hawk 3, Devil
And
May
then I
Cry,
remember
Final
the
Fantasy
one
10,
in
Grand Theft Auto 3,
Incredible.
Metal Gear Solid 2. In a single year, the
Lame,
PlayStation 3 had
lame,
already
lame,
established
lame.
a monstrous catalog of games. So how do you justify your brand new console,
game
whose
too
hardware
bad.
is very similar to your competitors? You say, yo, Halo. For real, this game is the only reason Xbox exists as a brand today. Even in a year where games
I mean, that is kinda true.
insane, Halo was such a bold, innovative title that it legitimized Microsoft as a video game company. The original
personally
Xbox was
like
Microsoft
Halo
at their
2.
most competitive. They had big dog exclusives like Jet Set Future, Knights of the
Not really an
Republic,
FPS guy,
Morrowind,
anyway.
Jade Empire, Ninja Gaiden,
Morrowind,
Riddick,
I have that,
Oddworld,
James
Stranger's
Bond,
Wrath, and they
Riddick
were
I wanna
leading the
get.
way in something very new and exciting called online multiplayer.
Not more exclusive. It was on PC.
Master.
Oh my god, that freaking commercial!
Although Halo put them on the map, Xbox Live is what would carry their consoles for years to come. Then
Actually,
we hit the
speaking about Xbox
360
Live
era.
commercial,
This is where Nintendo goes, fuck you guys, I'm doing
there is
weird
this
and
one I
shit
do
now."
wanted to add
Leaving
because of how
Microsoft and
entertaining.
Sony to duke it out. 2006, Microsoft says, get the hell out of here with that Resistance game, nobody wants that. 2007, they pull out the big gun, Sony is sitting there with stupid ass Uncharted 1. Blah. 2008, Xbox says,
setting their minds
too
with
human.
What's wrong with that
I mean,
charge?
Gears of War
Exactly.
2, but then Sony says,
The
bitch,
Wii
ever heard of
was
a
its own
game
thing.
called Metal Gear 4? Get that bullshit out of my face. 2009,
Yeah.
Xbox is like, Halo Wars. That's when Sony goes, Halo Wars? Are you being serious out here? Stand back, everybody. I'm about to
Yeah,
end
boy.
this company's whole career.
Ah,
Boom!
PlayStation
Uncharted
really
2.
doing
Now, do you see what is happening here? The big franchises on both of these consoles are cover-based third-person shooters, except where Gears and Halo start to stagnate. Naughty Dog continues to reinvent itself with each game. Recently,
I
Xbox
do agree
acquired Double
that
Fine,
PlayStation
Playground Games,
is
Obsidian, and Ninja Theory, but just because you're buying promising studios doesn't guarantee you incredible games. Remember when Microsoft purchased Rareware? These guys were on fire during the previous era.
It's mainly
Once
because
Microsoft
management can
the hot
really
streak ended.
affect a game's
Cameo,
development.
Perfect Dark Zero, Viva Pinata, Banjo,
Look at
Number
that.
I
X.
haven't really
These
been
were
hearing that
decent
much
games,
things about
but
Grab
not
by
the
the
smash
Police,
hit
but I'm
titles
still
Microsoft
playing
was
it.
probably hoping for when they bought Rare for $375 million. From an outsider's perspective, their underwhelming purchase of Rare may have been one
Why
of the
does
driving
Microsoft
factors
wanna buy
behind their
everything?
reluctance to invest
But
further
the same
in
reason
studio.
Disney wants to buy
One of their
everything.
most anticipated titles,
Yeah,
Scalebound,
I mean,
was
they bought
canceled after
Minecraft.
4 years in development.
I mean, that is
Rare
true.
was reduced to making
I can't get
shovelware
into my
Connect games.
Minecraft
Crackdown 3
nowadays
spent
without
5 years in the
opening
oven and
Xbox
came out
account.
half-baked. Bungie left Microsoft to work on Destiny. Their best games of this generation, Ori and Cuphead, are now both available on the Nintendo Switch.
still play
Either
the
these
Java
guys
version
just
without a
have the
live
shittiest
Yeah.
luck ever, or they
Thanks,
aren't
Nintendo,
willing to
for being
dig
buddy
deep
buddy
and
with
spend the
Microsoft.
money to get stuff made right. Their flagship titles, Gears and Halo, are no longer the cutting-edge giants they were years ago. Halo 5's campaign was an embarrassment on every front, and Gears of War 4 and 5 are essentially Xbox 360 games with a fresh coat of paint. While Sony and Nintendo kept turning up the heat with ambitious games like Mario Odyssey, Uncharted 4, God of War, Breath of the Wild, the Xbox One has coasted by on being the system you get because your friends have Xbox. They aren't putting out
That's way too
boundary-pushing
true.
pieces of art. Their big games are run-of-the-mill
I will say
multiplayer
this though,
shooters.
that if there's like any
So what
successor
is
of the
the
original
point
that I
of the
would
Xbox
get,
One?
like any of these successors,
It's
I would
an
have get the
often
360 because
Microsoft
like
is
I don't know,
hitting
I felt like the
reset
360
button. They are
was just
saying,
okay.
forget
Yeah,
about this.
it's
That
kind
never
of funny
happened.
how
Xbox
the 360
This is the
was the
future.
only
Why would
Xbox
anybody
not
buy
to use
this?
x86,
Yo, Halo
and it's regarded as the best one.
Infinite. You got an all-new engine. You got 343 Industries.
Like,
You
I
got
still have my
120 frames per
360. It's
second.
gathering
You got a
dust in the
trailer
file
of a man
somewhere.
talking. You got the creative director getting fired a
I
year
do like
before the game
how
is
I
set
do
to
like
release. As
Halo,
much as
but
I
to be
would
honest,
love
I just
to
feel
see
like
a
Microsoft
groundbreaking
should just
Halo game,
have more
all
variety
signs are
in
pointing to Infinite
That they
just
did.
being another in a
Like,
long
that's
line of
ultimately the
disappointment.
thesis of this
And
video.
with Death Stranding and Last of Us 2 right around the corner, you have to wonder, how long does Xbox have left to turn it around?
Why does the PS4 still have no games? The Xbox has like more compelling exclusives. I mean, it's got a Halo game, it's got Crackdown.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
wait, wait.
I have
It's got Sunset
PS4 and they have
Overdrive. I mean,
games.
what's the PS4 have? Knack?
Is that Gligar?
You got Spider-Man, dude.
Oh god,
What?
that's a little painful because I guess the Xbox really gets
No
kind of dry
idea.
up there, and
Alright, so this is our last reaction, and this is from Modern Vintage Gamer, and it explores his pre-order.
5
Okay,
minutes to go here, guys, before we
he's
see if we can
Australian.
get one now.
Friend Jinx is
I don't know if I
Australian.
should go to the Microsoft
Yeah.
store as well, but I'm gonna roll the dice here with Target
Ooh,
and
for Andy
Walmart
one.
because they were the ones that delivered the goods with the PS5. So we'll see how this goes. All right, it's 10. Here we go. Here we go.
So,
Pre-order one of those.
Fail.
Pre-order
buddy.
one of those. I've got 2 in my cart. Check out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Come on, let's do this. Continue. Come on, you got this. Review your order. Oh, crap, 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 crap.
Oh boy.
Come on.
Come on.
Place order.
This is what happens if you fail at freaking
Oh,
web
fuck.
design.
Oh, fuck. Out of stock. Out of stock. Okay. Oh, fuck.
damn.
Let's try Target.
I don't understand.
So this is not going very well at all so far.
This is gonna be...
This website is a piece of shit. So
Yeah.
The Microsoft Store is currently down, so there's that. Great job, Microsoft, with those amazing Azure cloud services that you've got there.
I like to see this man
And right now, the Target website seems to be the best option, but
look, he's bald.
apparently
He's hard to listen to.
that isn't working very well either. Let's see. I just clicked a bunch. My cart's empty, so you can see the bots here are just going crazy right now. It's really frustrating. Walmart says pre-order, and apparently I have 2 in my cart right now, but it won't let me check these out. Like it just won't. I don't really know why. I guess this is my best option. Keep trying. No, that's out of stock too. So let's see here. I may have gotten. Did I get a Series S? Okay, great. I got a Series S. Okay, so now let's go back and try and get a Series X if we can. Actually, the Series X is the one that I really wanted. But let's see if we can get a Series X as well. Confirm.
I'll do the same thing.
Come on, boys. Let's
One
do
is
this.
a
Get
digital.
to me.
One is a
Let's go. Come on, let's wrap this up. Let's go. Nope, out of stock again. So I
was just gonna
guess
say one is a digital
guess you
only
just keep
thing, while the
trying
other
until
one's a
this
digital.
this thing actually comes up. It's so strange.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's see what's happening on Best Buy. Best Buy has coming soon, so they are already out of stock.
Makes sense to me.
What does Amazon have? Amazon has something went wrong, so there's nothing good there. Target. I mean, Target doesn't do anything. Like, this button doesn't do anything. Come on, Target, give it to me. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, Target. Let's go. Come on, you can do it. What the fuck just happened? Well, it's 10:14 or 9:14. We're right at that point now where everything is done. So it seems unlikely that we're going to get a Series X.
You just
like I got
clicked on
Series
the thing
S.
multiple times.
I just checked my phone and I got a confirmation from Walmart that it went through. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting a
Yeah, it's kind of the
Series
same charm
X
that
for
the
holiday.
Dreamcast had.
Let's see what Best Buy has. No, Best Buy. Best Buy is
Actually, speaking about the OG Xbox, some people consider it as a Dreamcast too.
Got a Series
It
S.
basically is, considering that
get
Windows
a
CE
Series
was a major part of
X.
the Dreamcast.
This stupid button doesn't even do anything. Stupid button doesn't even do anything.
These are red words.
What about Amazon? Amazon is not even working.
I'm
for
thinking
us.
that
The
we should
Microsoft
just use the
Store, what does
raw
that
requester
have?
for reactions and
Let's
have the
say
reaction
it's
segment be
available.
separate from the discussion.
Target seems like it's the best
Actually,
option,
this
but
could work. It's just simply
can't
that,
even
like,
get past
we
this
have to
point.
figure out what videos we're doing, like, the day before.
I think Walmart is out. Yep, Walmart is out of stock. So 9 minutes after it went live, it's out of stock. The Series X. Amazon is just showing we are sorry.
There are a few topics that I'll be excellent at.
Oh boy.
And plush.
Come on, Xbox. I've been so loyal to you for so many years.
Oh
Be
boy.
loyal to me.
Oh, this poor man.
Alright, here we go.
Rip.
He just wanted a fucking Xbox. I hope he doesn't have to rip open a pony to get it.
But rip Microsoft.
I mean,
Come
how
on,
many
Xbox.
ponies do they have to be ripped
I
open
don't,
just
I don't
to
even
get
know
an Xbox?
what details they have of mine. It's probably not even. I'm probably gonna have to type in a whole bunch of other stuff. So
Let's play the.
I don't feel confident
We
with
have
this.
to play You Better Get Ready to Die.
Okay. Oh god, I've wasted too much time.
You better get ready to die.
Alright. Oh shit, Amazon has stock. Place your order. Let's go, Amazon. Let's go. Yes, 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 yes. Amazon comes through with the.
So it's
Series
that
X.
difficult
Now,
to
of course,
order
I
a
have no
fucking
freaking
console.
idea whether this actually worked or not. But you know what?
This is what happens when you don't delay your consoles till 2021.
So the Microsoft Store is a bust, but I think I got one through Amazon. And wow, oh my god, we ordered a Xbox Series X through Amazon. Oh my, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh god, that is so fucking stressful. The fact that people have to go through this bullshit in 2020 is just so amazing to me. That you have to deal with this. Like, I get it. You know, in the early days when websites were primitive and web traffic, there was no mechanisms to deal with that stuff. I can give it a pass, but man, it's 2020. There's got to be a better way to pre-order stuff, guys. This is so stressful. It's so ridiculous. I feel for people that are missing out. And look, I have no guarantees that I'm going to get this, like either of them. Like, I got a notification.
It's kind of weird because this is literally just no
Walmart transaction was fraudulent or something. So I don't even know, guys. But right now, I guess I'm happy to report that I've got a Series X from Amazon. Again,
you got suckered.
Walmart for a Series S. Seems like it went through, but I have zero confidence in either of them happening. But man, let me know your stories and how you fared getting a Series X and a Series S today. I want to hear your thoughts, but I don't wish this on my worst enemy.
You're gonna hear our thoughts soon.
I swear, trying to get a new console during this period seems like a speed run in itself. Get the Xbox percent.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, in terms of pre-orders, I haven't really pre-ordered before, but from what I've seen, it can be either a terrible experience or a great experience.
Pre-ordering?
Yeah, pre-ordering, like games, consoles. I mean, if you camp out at launch for a console, like, the benefits of that are numerous. You can make videos about it, you can get views, you can, like, basically be the guinea pig for a company, although that's not really an advantage.
Yeah, I remember pre-ordering my Nintendo Switch, back when it was still called the NX. I remember that, like, it was the first thing I paid every last cent for it myself.
Yeah.
Out of my own pockets. Not my parents' pockets, mine.
Woohoo!
I remember pre-ordering a couple Jackbox games digitally because we needed something for the other show.
I just remember pre-ordering Ultimate. Now, let's talk about our experiences with Xbox, because that's what this episode is about.
Yep.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Alright, how about we have Digi go first, since he's the new guy?
Okay, DJ.
Sure. The first Xbox, well, again, it was the first Xbox I ever came across with was the original, back 2003-ish. I don't know, somewhere around there, because I was at I was at someone else's house or something, because they actually had very interesting, I don't know, they just had some interesting games, like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Shrek 2,
I love Shrek 2.
My god, I remember playing a freaking Shrek party game on the Xbox, the original one. That was memories, man.
I remember Shrek 2 was my first video game on the GameCube that I ever played, ever.
Yeah, they just sing.
But yeah, basically I was actually in someone else's house with them having some certain games that they actually kind of used to have. Heck, they even have one of those old demo discs thingies that used to be released under a magazine publishing companies. after playing on the original Xbox, there was a side of me though back then who really wanted to get it, but for some weird reason though, I never seemed to like. I don't know. For some weird reason, I never seemed to get it. Instead, the system I grew up with from most of my life was PlayStation 2. That's kind of a different story.
Maybe it was the GameCube.
Huh?
For me, it was the GameCube.
Me too. My first system was the GameCube.
Despite my actual first systems were the SNES and PlayStation 1, but that's kind of a different story.
Well, that's OG.
Anyway,
the first systems I played were the SNES, PS1, and the Sega Pico, but the first system I can call my own was PS2.
Anyway, I'm just trying to remember, because, like, the only times I ever remember getting to the original Xbox was someone I used to be best friends with. Well, this was, like, before I even knew Wild Card. Because during those times, I remember them having Halo 2, Rainbow Six Lockdown, World War II Combat Iwo Jima, and one other... Berlin? Yeah, World of Berlin. I remember some other games that they had, but those are the only ones I could think of the top of my head because, well, I don't know, I guess they were kind of memorable to me. What else? The other time I remember getting to the original Xbox was this other guy, by the name was Zach or something, and very funny enough that he was like the first person I knew of that even having an original modded Xbox. I never even knew you could mod such a thing back then.
Yeah, like, speaking of modded Xboxes, like, some of the coolest things I've seen in a modded Xbox do is have it be like a media center, and that's actually where the popular media center software, I think it was called XBMC, I believe, that's where it started, the Xbox.
Yeah.
Even still, I wonder if there's a mod for Xbox that lets you have ponies. I bet GH and Digi would love that.
I mean,
Don't start.
There's obviously some kind of fucking brony skin for the Xbox. I know that. I mean, at least I just know that there's
a skin, but not a freaking. Anyways, like I've seen like media center Xboxes, like Xbox tried to sell a dongle so you could play DVDs on the OG Xbox, but like once the media center thing came out and new codecs were discovered, people just ripped past that shit.
Oh boy, the shit you have to go through so you don't have to pay shit to Dolby. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
My first Xbox was the 360. My first Xbox was the 360, and the only reason I got it was so I could play online with my cousins who also had Xbox at the time. But we didn't really have good internet back then, so I mostly just kept to myself and played Guitar Hero.
Ooh. Well, my first experience with the Xbox was... It was actually one of the first consoles I remember playing besides the GameCube. I remember playing Battle for Bikini Bottom on it. And a Sonic Collection as well.
Wait, what Sonic game?
A Sonic Collection. It had Sonic 1, Sonic 2, I remember playing Sonic 2 a lot on the original Xbox. And apparently, it was basically this collection of Genesis games that I played.
Oh, you're referring to Mega Collection Plus.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
There's that,
Better than Genesis Collection, because, like, Mega Collection has that lock-on shit, and I don't think Genesis Collection has that.
Oof.
Actually, Battle for Bikini Bottom, I even remember playing that on the OG Xbox as well.
I remember playing it on the GameCube.
Even though my first experience with it was on the PS2.
And I do have Rehydrated on my Switch.
I will be honest.
I have Rehydrated on the Switch as well.
I will be honest, I don't really remember my first experiences with the 360.
So, I guess it's my turn. So basically, I had no interactions with the first Xbox. The only time I really remember playing an Xbox, it was on the 360 when my sister and her scumbag husband that she's divorcing, Steven, had this tiny little humble, like, college dorm place that they were renting so they could get a house. So what happened is they had an Xbox 360, and I visited for once, and my sister told me I could pick out a game to bring there and play while she did some things with her husband. So what happened was this: I got Cars 2 because I loved playing Cars 2 on the Wii, and so I decided to play Cars 2 on the Xbox 360, and it controlled like crap. I remember how many times I died trying to get Mater across the track. It was like,
boy,
we already have enough Mater. We don't want to see him die repeatedly. And basically, I hated the Xbox controls, and I have a bad taste of it ever since. And every time I think of it, I just think of Mater drowning in the water because I couldn't steer.
Ooh.
So that's my Xbox experience.
So going to the next console, I first experienced the Xbox 360 around 2008 when my dad got one, but I didn't really start playing the 360 until 2010 when the Kinect came out. I remember the Kinect really working well for what it was, basically a camera. I remember playing Kinect Adventures and thinking it was kind of fun, but once the Kinect fad kind of died out, my interest in Xbox died out with it.
I do remember in my high school, every now and then when we had gym class, they forced us to play Kinect on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, like, my elementary school actually had something similar with the Wii and Just Dance.
Yeah, and everyone would always cheat in the Kinect.
My God.
They would go up close and then just cheat, and I'm like, and everyone got into fights over it. I swear, one guy almost punched me.
Jesus Christ.
And I didn't even do anything. He was trying to punch another kid, and then he ended up punching me.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember when I played the Kinect, it was, when you try to play it right, it's good. But like, but I mostly like screwing around with the dancing games and the fighting games. But the moment my interest died was when I tried playing Kung Fu Panda 2 on it. There was this part in the tutorial where Poe's teaching the controls. One of them is doing the famous panda double kick, where you kick with both your feet. You do that by jumping. But no matter how many times I jumped, how high I jumped, how hard I jumped, no matter how deliberate I made it look like I was jumping, it wouldn't read me. And that's what killed my enjoyment.
The Kinect. I will admit, I never experienced that thing that much, but, I could definitely see why that thing is kind of a thing, mostly because of how Pro Jared did entire video on that thing.
Yeah.
I think fact, Pro Jared was in the pilot of Game Shakers, which may be in future episode.
I saw that one.
Yeah. Alright, the Xbox One. When I first heard of the Xbox One, I was like, oh my god, Microsoft's trying to be like a frickin' tyrannical company, but like, after they walked back on the whole always online shit, the Xbox One struggled to get off the ground, but then again, Phil Spencer kinda revitalized the thing, but once he really got his hands into Xbox, like, his method of being pro-consumer has gotten stupid. Like, for example, the new cases on the Xbox Series X. Which Xbox are they? They just say Xbox, and they do say Xbox One, Xbox Series X. But people are gonna think, like, ooh, like, this is gonna be the Series X version. Nope, it's the One version. Like, What's even the point?
I wish it was called, personally, when I saw it come out, thanks Emperor Lemon, for showing me. Basically what happened, I thought it would have, a better name, and a lot of people think this, a better name for it would have been Xbox 720.
Yeah, but 720 would be a weird idea, but because, like, the whole point of Xbox is that it's named after, like, math concepts.
Well, 360 and 360 is 720.
I mean, that works, but that is kind of about as simple as 2, but considering that Sony is the only other company left besides Nintendo, and Nintendo is Nintendo, then I guess that's what makes the most sense.
Yeah, I really hate the name of the Xbox One as well, because it just sounds like they were trying to remake the original Xbox, but even though that's not really the case.
Yeah, apparently it was called Xbox One because it was supposed to be like the one thing in your living room. Kind of like one drive.
There can be only one!
Yeah, something about an all-in-one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then again,
Yeah, like some of the stuff about the all-in-one design still reigns true, like the HDMI pass-through, but like a lot of things that made it intuitive, like the snap feature, have since been removed because of some gaming-related thing. I'll admit, when I first heard of the one, it was the old one that everyone was hating on. The one where you couldn't share games and you had to have the camera plugged in and installed at all times, and it had to be always connected to the internet. When I saw that, I was like, nope. And then when they backtracked it and I looked again, I was like, nope. But then, the moment I got one was finally when the S model came out, the one with the disc drive, not the all digital, and it had Minecraft included. And I mostly got the Xbox One to play Rock Band 4.
Huh. And talking about the HDMI splitter, though, I thought the HDMI splitter was pretty cool, and some people with HDMI splitters, they managed to plug the Xbox One into itself, and into all sorts of other weird shit. And the results of that are just a prize to be behold, or as much as my freaking speech.
Once upon a time...
Go ahead, then, Paige.
I'll tell you a story about the pass-through. I'll tell you a story about the pass-through. Once upon a time, I thought of plugging in my 360 into the one through the pass-through so that I could play all my collections on the same input, even if I didn't have like the back compatible. But that in the end later turned out to be bad because apparently there's a reason that second port is optimized for TV, because when I tried playing my favorite games on the 360 through that port, like Sonic or Guitar Hero, there would be latency and frame drops, like, randomly, and I was just like, okay, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, like, that port really was meant for, like, TV stuff like the Chromecast, etc.
Yeah, it's just like...
Yeah. What it's supposed to be is like the second port is supposed to be for the cable box or satellite box, and then with the included One Guide app, you take your TV guide, and now it's on your Xbox One. So now you can control everything through the Xbox One. All Xbox, all the time. One of us.
I remember, yeah, all this Xbox talk is making me think of that Merriweather Thing playlist we watched on Raw a few Raws ago. On the 50th episode. Like,
yeah.
That was more interesting than Xbox's current standpoint, because like at least it doesn't look like a gray brick that the new Xbox, it doesn't look nice. It looks a little bit ugly.
Well, the Series X, I actually really like the look. The only thing I hate about the look is that it literally just looks like another Xbox One. That's the only
looks
thing I
like-
hate about the Xbox Series X's look.
Yeah, I would just actually, yeah, it does look the same. So like, I try to look at it. I look at it. I see what's new. What's new? What is in there that is supposed to be new? You can easily scam someone saying this is the new Xbox, and then you give them an old Xbox.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Oh god, that's gonna. I can see everyone bitching on YouTube about that eventually.
Yeah, I mean, the Series X, though, I mean, I do like one thing about its look, and it's how the vent at the top has this little, it's kind of indented, and the sides of the holes are green, so once you look up, it actually looks like some kind of, like, bio weird thing. It's kind of cool.
Biological hell.
Some biological kind of Conway's Game of Life sort of deal. Not really like that, but like a wave thing. God, I really need to see some good metaphors. Like, I'll show you.
Right.
Xbox Series X top.
Where did my...
Look at this. I mean, alright. I'm just gonna...
Oh, here it is.
Right there.
I was for...
Like, I like this about the Xbox Series X's design. How it has this sort of green thing at the top. It looks cool. It just looks cool.
Don't touch the green button.
Don't touch the green button.
No one will get that reference.
Is that from the game Don't Touch Anything, Please?
No, I'm gonna let you guys figure it out. Because I'm not revealing the secrets.
Some people have been comparing the Xbox Series X design to a router modem thing. I don't know.
You're thinking about the PS5. That's how forgettable the Xbox Series X is. You're confusing with the PS5.
I mean, the PS5 looked like a router. The Xbox One kind of looked like a file server. The Series, I mean, kind of looked like a file server.
You mean a fridge?
I don't know.
Sure.
I remember Xbox Series X's design being compared to something.
I'm just saying that the Xbox's current state kind of reminds me of the Amiga CD32.
That thing.
The difference is, like, the Amiga CD32 is just repackaging the same old computer as a new system. This is an upgraded computer being repackaged as a new system.
Still looks entertaining. I want to see Kang Fu on the Xbox Series X.
Honestly, go ahead. Brian, did you go ahead?
Sorry to go off subject a little bit, but something about the PS5. I still find it funny though that people have been comparing that to I don't know, Kaiba's outfit or something, but for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's really weird, that white and black aesthetic. But back on the subject of Xboxes, one thing I'll admire them for is keeping their promise, even though they're saying they didn't. But when Xbox came out with the Xbox One S all digital and the Xbox One X, they pretty much stated in interviews that the Xbox One is going to be their platform series going forward, and all they're going to release in lieu of new consoles is hardware revisions, which in that light, they are technically doing that, even if they don't want to admit that they're doing the right thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, so basically, instead of... I like to think of this analogy. Instead of... In the current state of Xbox is no longer really just a box. It's just a person miming a box.
Yeah, very much. Like, I have a feeling that in the near future, Xbox is going to be like iPhones, where they release a slightly different version every year, and people are still willing to pay top dollar.
True.
Yeah, but the difference is that Apple will go out of its way to deliberately kill older iPhones by any means necessary. But a lot of the games you can play on the Series S and X, you can still play on the older one. And in fact, I saw this on Re-Res. Xbox deliberately made that its design choice by promising no new exclusive games for the first 2 years of the Series S and X on the market. Instead, they're just going to be upgrade options for the games for the One and the One X.
Yeah, but go ahead, Tix.
That just seems like the most asinine design choice and marketing choice I've ever heard of. Like, what's the point of a new console if, like, there's no new games? That'd be like if the Switch had no games and just for the whole years, and they just tried to crush the disc into the little cartridge space.
Yeah, like, the thing with your analogy, M-Page, is that it was a false equivalence. Like, you're comparing, like, planned fucking obsolescence to games not being compatible. Like, you can play, like, modern iPhone apps on a 6S. The same way you can play Xbox Series games on the One. So, they're the same.
Then why are certain apps and signal features being dropped from iPhones like 4 and 5 and so forth?
Because they're slowly getting obsolete. It's
Go,
gradual.
Why don't?
It's gradual. That's because they're doing it gradually. With the Xbox, they're just kind of... Console generations work differently, so if you try to make those sorts of changes later in a different console, it's different. You get what I'm saying?
Alright. I mean, it's like, I think what they're trying to do in regards to selling the Series S and X is like they're trying to promote the whole architecture, because that's kind of what their marketing seems to be based around, that all their compatible games are going to be working on this and be improved. Like, they did say that the Xbox One games and the X games, even if they don't have specific improvements for the Series S and X, will load faster.
I'm wondering if they're gonna... My Xbox thing that I hope they do eventually is I hope they make an actual Banjo-Kazooie sequel and not nuts and bolts.
Huh.
Maybe they can attempt that.
What? I mean, I think Yooka-Laylee kind of killed that, but we're trailing again.
Woohoo! All right.
What else?
I mean, I think we've covered everything, and it's been 43 minutes.
43.
Hey.
Yeah.
Let's just give our final thought statements. I'll go first. If you have an Xbox One, don't get the new system. Simple.
If you have an Xbox One, just stick with it as well, like with Rockbot. And the thing about the Xbox Series X is that it's gonna be a very weird road for the industry going forward. That's all I'll say.
If you have an Xbox One, stick with it. If you were dumb enough to get an Xbox Series X or Series S or whatever it is, here's what you do: take the box, put it in your closet, set a timer for 2 years, and then you take it out, and then you'll finally be fucking happy with it. And in the meantime, watch reviews of it. Maybe you'll change your mind and get a sledgehammer and smash it, saying this was a waste of my fucking money.
Oh boy. And
sorry, I was just typing something to another friend of mine. Anyway, yeah, I feel like Microsoft and Sony should just not really make a new console. I felt like they just might as well should have just kept it the Xbox One and PS4, because it's, well, what's the point? Like, what's the point of making these new things anymore?
That's
like,
what I was saying.
Thanks to we're all in agreement. We're all in agreement.
We are all like, I don't know, like, gaming's already reached its limit at this point. Heck, from what I can remember, I think Nintendo was like the last company to ever, like, you know, do anything like different with it. Well,
yeah, Nintendo is a company that does things differently now. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah, it's interesting because like it's like what Mario said in one of those SMG4 serials. They say to Xbox and PlayStation, this is what they said: Princess Peach, bro, I don't give a shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you might want to. We might want to wrap this up because I have a lot of things to say about Nintendo, and I don't want to waste time on this.
All right, so let's wrap this up. So this is first episode of SmackDown. We'll work from this, and sorry we couldn't have Tonio. He was having a New Year's party, but we'll have him during next episode, I assume.